Oh, we're going live. Nice. All right, so that's rolling. Let me just. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, audience people. Just gotta fix one thing, and I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. Yeah, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jakob Live. Now, I was kind of like when as soon as I saw this announcement. Actually, what I saw first was Bo Beats, my buddy Bo from Sweden. I saw a thumbnail. He put up a video or picture or something over at Instagram, and he's basically holding this thing, this circuit tracks in his hand, and I'm like, what do you mean circuit tracks? So I went to Novation site and I started reading up about it, and I gotta be honest, it intrigues me. It seriously intrigues me. Now, there's some discussion already online, you know, the same old. Sorry to say, but for me, it's kind of, it's kind of a boring discussion. It's about price. Is it worth it? And yeah, you know, in this case, the question might not be that boring to discuss actually, and it might not be that stupid. Do I think it might be worth it? You know, it doesn't really matter what I say because I don't even own the original circuit. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to get out and buy one myself. I was hoping that Novation were gonna be like, hey, Jakob, we worked in the past. Do you want to try this out? But they never did. So they never talked to me anymore. Well, the thing is, this one is, it looks like something I want to get, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. First of all, I just want to get some people joining the stream because we've just started. And I also want to tell you that the haQ video is now 80% done. I've done all of the interview bits, and it's amazingly good because of haQ, because it's a great subject and the topic is interesting as hell. And also, I've done my announcer bits, you know, kind of the bits where I sit and present and intermediate between different parts. Now the problem is I need to get this video out by Friday, and normally, well, not normally, I do it differently depending on the episodes, but normally I'd like to do these like really fat in-depth tutorials, and I can't do that because I have jobs I need to do, which comes to sound design, and it's for 3 different types of synths for companies I can't talk about. But I gotta do that work too, so I can't spend too much time on every video now. I've already introduced a shorter format. I posted like 6 videos already in January, so I know how to do these videos kind of quickly. So I'll be putting out more of those also. And the next big video is a secret for now, but the big one after haQ is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So haQ video on Friday. It's not going to be the fattest tutorial in there, but there's going to be a lot of nice sounds and a lot of nice sound design, and because haQ made me think like differently about that thing. Yeah, well, either way, welcome everyone, and let's talk circuit tracks. Now, first of all, I want to ask you, have you seen circuit tracks from Novation, or do you own the original circuit? Have you looked into this? Do you not own a circuit, but you're thinking of maybe getting one? And also, for those of you who are thinking of getting one, is there something that is holding you back other than money? I get the money part. It's the same for me. I don't have the money to just go out and buy everything I want. But if we look away from the money, is there any reason why you're thinking maybe I shouldn't get this, you know, a workflow thing or something else? One thing that makes me kind of, I saw that Samuel Lindemann in the chat, he wrote something about the it doesn't have a display, right? There's no display. I can't even remember if the original had that. Did the original have, wait, I think I brought up a comparing here. Which one is the original? I can't even, I think this is a circuit. So there's a comparison over at Novation. For those of you who might have the circuit, the original circuit, if you're wondering, they do have this comparison showing you the new stuff in the circuit tracks and what they both have in common and what they have in uncommon. And one of the things that makes me want to get this one is the simple fact that, well, for the same thing that every hardware developer is starting to do out there, they're implementing every type of connectivity we want. So they're implementing inputs so you can slave audio or jury rig audio right into your device so you can kind of mix it on the device itself. They've got MIDI in and outputs on it. And in this case of the circuit, they're actually the big ones, the legacy DIN 5 MIDI, the big ones, not the ones where you put a little cable in the back like on the Uno and many other synths, but the actual big connector is in there. And then it also has a sync port, and then it has USB. So it's got everything. Plus the circuit tracks, they removed the battery compartment and they added a lithium battery. Now, I'm not too fond of the battery time, which is 4 hours. 4 hours, yeah, sure, okay. You sit at home, you work with the cable, you know, DC cable to the wall, and that's okay, that's cool. And then you want to do stuff outside. 4 hours, yeah, you can go on that. And then I'm wondering, I don't know if you can, but maybe you can also power it through USB battery. So if you're running out of power, maybe you can use that. So I mean, it's got a lot of interesting stuff going on. And as Samuel says, there's a sampler one too. Now, I saw it from the press release, and I'm thinking about getting one. 007 pished? Pished? Is that pished? I'm just gonna call you 007. So 007 is thinking of getting one. Do you have any groove boxes, previous groove boxes? Do you own any, or are you just starting out? Let us know where you are in your stage of music development. Why are you thinking of getting one? What's so enticing with this one? Sasha, the speaker is missing. No display on the original. Okay. Yeah. No display on the original. So it's a displayless thing. The circuit is a displayless thing, and I kind of like it. But there are some things about the circuit that I'm not too certain of. Okay, not too sure of. And I read somewhere that when you're was it a review, Music Radar, I think, on a Music Radar review, I read that you control the volume with the buttons. I'm not sure what that was about, but I don't know. It feels like that would be something you could easily tie to a button function and then just use a knob instead. So I'm not too sure about that, but that kind of takes it back for me if that's the case. I don't know yet. I bought the circuit first, and a few months later, the deluge. Oh, the deluge is something that I've been looking at too. Sasha, I'm jealous. The deluge looks good, it sounds good, and it looks like it's got a lot of features inside. Definitely something I would want. I wonder if the sampler one would have a class compliant audio as well. Oh yeah, is this class compliant from the get-go? Let's just dive into this. Okay, so a circuit tracks, for anyone who doesn't know, it has 2 synth tracks and 4 drum tracks, just like it says here. I don't know if you can see that. I've got a mouse over here now, so I can switch stuff over on the MacBook. Yeah, I'm like, it feels like I'm back on my PC, but I'm not. I'm on the MacBook, and I feel that every time I use the scrolling wheel, it works in reverse for some reason. I don't know if you can switch that around, but it's really annoying. So I think you can see that. 2 synth tracks and 4 drum tracks. It's not a lot, you know, but what I like about the circuit is the way that it's kind of it's designed to minimize menu diving and stuff. So no display. Okay, so you have to focus on the machine itself. You have to focus on the buttons, and you have to learn some short commands. And for me, I can work with even if I broke all the screens on my pocket operators, I could work with them without the screen, because the screen doesn't really add anything. What I'm wondering about, about the circuit, because I've never used it myself, is how easy is it to switch projects and presets, and I mean, I'm so used to naming presets. Like, how does that work? Is there color involved? I have no idea. Yeah, definitely full-sized MIDI ports. That's very, very cool. I'll bring up a picture of it. So the new circuit tracks has 2 mono inputs, so you can basically use them as stereo, I think. I don't know if they're panable or anything. They probably are. And it says FX send and sidechain, meaning we can process all the audio going into the circuit with the effect chain inside there, which I think is really nice. When it comes to the patterns, the old one had 16 steps. I don't like that. I want 64. The new one has 32, but then again, you can always chain them together. That's something I liked with the other machine. Where is it? Yeah, the Sonicware Live, and it's like 64 step. You can have 32 projects per pack. I don't even know what that means, pack. And then expendable storage, micro SD is slot. That is really nice for saving stuff. I mean, there's a lot of, if you think about it, the increase in price makes sense, because what they've done is introduce a lot of hardware and then inputs, processing with audio through, sync ports, because, where is it? The MIDI I/O and sync out. That's nice. I work a lot with pocket operators and Volca, and the sync port is just something I always crave, and I hate it when I can't just, like, I use the pocket operator 32 tonic all the time. It goes into my pocket when I go shopping, and I'll work with that, because so far there is no hardware out there that really sounds like the pocket operator PO32 tonic, because it sounds like the Microtonic drum machine. And you've heard me say this before, but to me that's the best drum machine in the world, best drum synthesis in the world. Everything right. Wow. And so I want to use that with everything I work with. But the pocket operators, they don't have no MIDI in or stuff like that. You can't connect stuff like that. They don't even have USB or anything. If you want to sequence it, you can build an interface and then have like an Arduino or another type of mini computer, and then wire up cables to all the buttons, and suddenly you can start doing weird stuff with it, sequence stuff. And yeah, but I don't want to do that. I just want to grab it, put in a cable, and use it. And so the sync output is really important. Now I do also what was it? The built-in lithium battery. It used to take 6 AA batteries. Wow. I think the Sonicware Live does that too. Unisynth only takes 4, I think, yeah, and Unodrum only takes 4 too. And they will go for up to 4 hours too, the same thing. 6 hours if you buy the best types of batteries. I've done that before. I bought cheaper chargeable batteries and more expensive chargeable batteries with more capacity, and I've been able to go for 6 hours. And I've also bought some, single-use batteries, and the cheapest kind. I did that when I was doing a job for IK Multimedia. I went through a whole box of these really cheap batteries because of their the minimum capacity in them, and that was no good. So I actually went out and bought some more expensive ones, some Duracell ones, and I only had to buy a few of those to get the same amount of performance out of the Unisynth as with the huge pack with these cheap batteries. So that's definitely something to consider when you're buying batteries. Pattern mutate, and this one also has probability, like the Electron ones. Let's see here. That would be a really cool project. Arduino with a pocket operator. Captain! Hey, Captain, my captain. Captain, my captain. That's from something really famous that I don't know the name of because I'm a buffoon. I'm a savage. I grew up with tin cans. Tin can. I was supposed to say wolves. I don't know how that translated into tin cans in my brain, but there are actually people out there, Captain. There are people out there who do those projects, and so if you search for it, you'll find loads of people doing some ultra weird stuff with their pocket operators. Do you want my opinion? Rustic, just let us know your opinion. Hey, what's up, Baseline, aka Klangattentat? Baseline, are you from Sweden or are you from Germany? Maybe you're not from either, I don't know. The Club of Death Poets, their Totendichter. My German is not so good, I think. I bought Aria Keylab 61 MK2 today, and after 8 months saving money, and I'm so happy. Circuit is too much limitations. Ah, okay. Jacek, I don't know if I'm saying Jacek right, because I know this other guy from Poland named Jacek, and he wants me to call him Jarek. Go figure. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the C in Poland. Maybe you do. The new circuit is basically a new box that took all the things you get with Lee Huddleton's iOS app with the original circuit. This is an evolutionary, not a revolutionary item. It doesn't have to be revolutionary. It just has to be, like Bethesda says, it just works. And then their stuff never works because, now I'm talking gaming again, and I'm so annoyed with them. I'm so annoyed. I'm annoyed to the point where I'll start bleeding from my nose if I keep talking about them. It just have to work, there are so many things we use today, so many apps that come out that they really don't do anything new, nothing new. But sometimes you take something that works really well over here and really well over here, and you put them together and you add something new to it or something old, and you make all of that function really, really well in one format. Whenever someone is doing that, it is not revolutionary, but it is very functional. And I like it when companies do stuff like this. For instance, they make a version 2 and they take care of all their, what I would call, they're not, but I said that, so these are my words. When they take all of the mistakes they did with the last generation and they fix it, like adding a sync port, adding full jack MIDI, stuff like that. Just making sure that you can connect this with anything that you want. So I don't know. I don't even know how functional it is. So Rustic, yeah, I think you're right. It's not revolutionary, but it might just be better than the last one. I have no idea. Jack. Well, okay, Jack. I'll call you Jack. Germany. Okay, baseline Klangattentat. Klangattentat, I'm saying that in Swedish, but I'm sure that when you say it in German, it will sound almost the same. But they could have made it right directly. Sasha, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. They wanted to make a Groovebox really quickly, and they did. They probably took 4 years or more, maybe, making that thing before they actually made it. And they built upon stuff that they already knew that they had, like the Nova engine. Because when it comes to digital synthesizers, the Nova engine from Novation is one that I'm deeply in love with. I've had the Nova sound around me. In every studio I've ever visited, there's been a Nova sound somewhere. Either the huge Nova, a desktop Nova, a mini Nova, a supernova, some kind of Nova. And also, of course, they put everything that they had in the base, what is it called? The base station in there. I mean, they do these things so right. They've always done them right. There's a reason why people like them. It's inexpensive, it's affordable what they do, yeah, sure, but do they sound good? Yes, they sound really good. They sound really good, especially if you're into EDM music. It's just great, and that's the fun thing of it. I've been following this young female on YouTube, and she makes basically some kind of, I don't even know what it is, and I dare not say what it is, but I would describe it as emo ambient with stuff in it. It's really good, and she's making it with just a circuit and a microphone, and it's so cool. It's so cool, the what it sounds like. And I see a lot of young people starting with the circuit too, because it's, like I said, it's kind of affordable, and depending on where you are in the world, of course, and how you grew up, but kind of affordable, kind of obtainable. You could easily work if you get a job during summer, which is kind of hard right now, but if you get a summer job, that's something I would have bought if I had a summer job. Well, I did have summer jobs, several of them, but I would have bought that if that came out. Instead, I bought the MC303 from Roland. I've always been in love with groove boxes. Oh, we got Mr. Sobriety in the stream. Hello. I almost said Tommy. Hello, Tony. Tony. What's up, Tony? Hey, I'm walking here. Wait, that's not from the same movie. The circuit is a plastic box with its own composition system and may or may not be usable system for you. That's the thing. I love that you are disagreeing with each other. Just as long as you keep it civil, as long as we can keep having a good time. Music Easel Cat. Hello, Music Easel Cat. I could call you Meek. No, wait. No. I can't call you Meek. That would be wrong. I'll just call you Cat or Measle. What are you doing, Measle? Are you interested in getting one of the getting a circuit? I think in Sweden, if I translate what we would have to pay in Sweden, if I order it from Toman, then in Swedish kronas it would cost me about 4,000 kronor. 4,000 kronor, it's about $400 is what we would pay. And I don't think that you pay shipping at that price. It's like when you go over a certain amount of money, you don't pay shipment. I don't know how that works really. I mean, that shipment money's got to come out of someone's ass. I almost said, what am I doing? Peter Codweiss, hello from Germany, Black Forest, Germany, Mr. Budweiser, Mr. Codweiss. Hello, and are you looking to get a circuit? Because I'm kind of it feels like I'm trying to convince myself to actually get a circuit. The problem is that there is this one thing I have to get first, and I'm still waiting for it to get dropped and released, and that is the Korg SQ64 sequencer. I really want that one. And once I've got that, the next thing I'm gonna look at is probably just trying to, once and all, switch out my sound card, because now I know which one I want. I'll show you later on which is the one I want. I don't want this one, because I need a multi-channel sound card for all of the gear I have, basically. And I'm also going to be doing some tests. Manuel. Hello, Manuel. What's that? Cartagena or Cartagena? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Is that Cartagena or... No, wait, that's a G. I don't know how you pronounce a G in Chile. Hello and welcome to the stream. So, Manuel, are you looking for a circuit? Tell us in the chat. Just spell it out there. I'm hoping that every one of you just are spelling out right now. Do you want a circuit? Spooky Zoo. With Mutate, you can randomize a pattern and save the copies you like to other pattern slots. Scenes is also a great addition. Yeah, of course. There aren't any scenes in the first one, but it is in this one. I'm thinking that, you know, the whole Ableton thing is just seeping into everything we do musically today. I've seen it in DAWs, I've seen it in synths, in drum machines, in samplers. It's seeping in. Scene and looping and all of that Ableton stuff, they're gonna lose their traction. They should have gotten into making other stuff other than Ableton early on, and now they're late. Sure, they're making some hardware stuff, but they could have really owned the market, early, especially on iOS 2, if they had made some kind of Ableton-esque like live looper or anything like that. Now, if they try, they're gonna fight everyone else. Look at LK by Imaginando. Look at Drambo, which is on their list of things to do, is gonna add scenes and stuff like that. I mean, come on. Hey. Thanks, Jamie. I'm reading something to someone else here. Electronic Sounds Audio, by the way. Great YouTube channel. Captain. That way we can monetize his YouTube and start making some dollars to buy these items. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. I'm not sure about the circuit. I'm more tempted to get a Micro Freak right now. Ooh, the Micro Freak. The Micro Freak is... You get a lot of synth for the money. You do. And there's so many knobs on it. It's really interesting. The only thing you're gonna have to get used to is the weird keyboard, but maybe you've owned stuff before that has a capacitance keyboard. I don't know. Have you owned anything like that, like a Volca or a Unosynth or anything like that? Do you have a music store where you can try a circuit out? Yeah, how many of you have music stores nearby? I mean, I get if you can't walk out into public right now and actually... I mean, I get that. I get if you can't, but do you have any music stores? How far would you have to drive? Whenever I talk to US people, whenever I talk to US people, they always tell me that they have to go like, oh, it's miles away, dude. I can't go there. It's too expensive, dude. I love the Micro Freak. Just did the update this week. This weekend. Yeah, I haven't had time to do the update yet, so I haven't even seen the new stuff, but wow, that new update looks insane. Hello, Jack says, I want to thank you, Jacob, for your channel. It's so helpful for me. Oh, thank you so much. And you know what? Thank you for being a part of it and building the channel with me. Every viewer that comes in and watches the video or 2 or 3 and does a like and comments and comes over here to the live streaming channel, whether it's my main or the live streaming, you're all building it with me, so thank you for existing. And yeah, I hope that you can just find whatever you need to go out and do whatever you want to do with music. Let's see here. I missed something up here. Electronic sound scenes are where it's at. Just say no to the boring 8-bar repetitive loop and change it up. It's so important to be able to instantly switch to stuff. That's something I did like with the pocket operators. Like, everything is a 2 command. You hold this, press that, hold that, press that. So you hold a pattern and you do that. It's not a scene, I know, but it's very easy to switch stuff. I like it when it's easy like that. And if you have whole scenes with drums going on, with bass going on, with lead going on, it's super sweet. I'm not sure about the circuit. I'm more I've already read that. That Micro Freak looks awesome. Peter Codwise. That's a very good thing from Novation, but the mini launch key MK3 is very good too. I think so. Yeah, I have the MK3 mini. And I'm trying it out. And so far, I've been trying it with this secret app. I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk about it more. I don't want to tease you anymore until I can actually do a video about it. But I'm trying it out, and I'm trying to find a workflow. And what I want most of all with that is actually just using it to trigger one-shots and loops. I don't think I want to record anything with it, because for me personally, the buttons are actually a bit too small to actually play stuff on it. But for switching stuff, starting, ending loops, doing one-shots, it's perfect. It is perfect. It's small, it's so portable. It just connects and works instantly like that. Yeah, I just like it. I like it a lot. The only downside of it is you can't really play a lot on it. It's not that easy because of the small format of the Mini, MK3 Mini. And the second thing I don't like is it's a bit too light. I like stuff being heavier. Yeah, I might even just go out and buy a thick plate of steel and just glue it onto the bottom, just to have some weight in it. Oh yeah, I would say Peter Codwise. I'd say the same. The Electronic Sounds audio channel. Dean, you've been killing it with your streams, man. Oh god, I gotta do something similar. I gotta get a lot of weird hardware stuff together with iPad and do some weird stuff. I've already got a little corner over here where I want to put my stuff. Can I show you guys? All right, so I'll turn it around. I'll turn it around. So I've got a corner over here, and here I want to put like a table or something. And yeah, it's the radiator. In front of the radiator. Maybe I'll make a table out of my old palette, you know? And then I can put it over here, and I'll put some weird stuff on it. You know, ever since I did that interview initially with Heinbach, I've been so incredibly inspired by oops, what am I doing? I've been so inspired by him that I want to start my own test equipment lab studio with weird stuff that aren't usually used as synthesizers for making music and things. Did you hear that new iPad Pro comes with this spring, but with no M1 chip, so we must wait more? Well, Jack, I didn't know that actually, but it doesn't surprise me. We're probably gonna get a new iPad with an M1 in 22. That's what I think. All right. It's actually something I thought as soon as I saw it. Manuel, I'm happy that you came, and I hope I get to see you next time. And have a great, wonderful day, evening, night, morning, whatever it is over at you. I'll see you later, cabron. I've been using a Launchpad Pro MK3 with an external battery, and I can tell you how great it's been with my iPad. External battery. So you've been setting it up with like a what, a USB hub, then, or something? Or wait, I don't know this. Does the MK3 does it have Bluetooth? No, I haven't checked. Can you connect it through Bluetooth? Maybe. What's up, Hubert? Hubert John Hubik. Okay, Hubert, I'm gonna guess your country, but I'm probably gonna be wrong. I'm guessing that you might be Dutch. Maybe. Are you from Holland? Right into the adapter. Ah, okay. Just get the launch. Pascal Kiefer, hello Pascal, and hello Michael. Just get the Launchpad X and working on implement it with AUM and Drambo. So I'm really curious about your coming video. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Just implement or trying to get a function where I also want to run something Ableton-esque like, but I mostly want to do it out of loops and stuff that I kind of have ready, because I like recording certain stuff when I work, but not all of it. Some of it I want to have ready, and I want to have it connected to other things. One thing I like using is, for instance, like from Sugar Bytes, like, is it WOW? Whoa, and also Effectrix, you know, stuff like that. Beat synced app where I can do weird stuff. That's the kind of thing I want to be able to control also, and it would be cool to control that from a Launchpad. Now, I've been talking to developer a lot about scripting stuff for the Launchpad, and so as soon as I've got my setup, I don't know why I'm doing this. As soon as I got my setup set up, as soon as I know what to ask about, as soon as I know what to tell him, he will make a script for me, help me with that, basically. Oh, so you're Dutch? Ah, I thought so. I'm guessing from the name. I have some Dutch friends with some really interesting names also. +1 for Beat Synced FX. Yeah, I know you like that, Dean. I know you like that. Sir Jason of the Family G. I'm here. Hello, sir, and welcome to Jakob haQ Live, where we're talking about groove boxes, and in particular now it's the Novation circuit tracks. And I think it looks like a pretty cool machine. And what I said in the beginning was I think I like the fact that it doesn't have a display, but I am wondering how it's going to work with certain functions such as volume fading or anything like that. Like, is that tied to buttons or to knobs? I don't know. I like the fact that it kind of forces you to, how do I say, like, if you look at my live performance videos, you'll see me use a lot of controllers, and you see me not really look up at the screen where I have the iPad with AUM or anything. I've got everything tied to controls. The circuit is as streamlined for that type of work as you can get, because no display, and it tells you what it does in colors, blinks, and lights, and you just have a few knobs to do certain things. Okay, so one drawback I am worried about, big one, is that for all of these awesome outboard gear we can buy, the MC101 or 707, the pocket operator, not the pocket operators in general, but like my Mini Nova, is that there are never any editors for the internal sound engines available on iOS. And I am not a Mac guy. I do have a MacBook here, but it's not something I work with. It's very old. I can't even install new stuff on it. And so I never have proper access to, whenever I want to do something internally in a machine, if I don't have an app or something ready, on iOS, I'm not going to be able to do that. I have to work off the screen. And so for the Mini Nova, I built an editor, a MIDI editor in MIDI Designer Pro. I did that. Okay, a lot of people were thankful for that because they all wish they could work with Mini Nova. That video has 6,000 views now, I think. So I think a lot of people bought MIDI Designer Pro just for that reason. Oh God. Well, I hope so, because it's a good app, and I want the developer to be able to earn some money because he constantly updates that app. And that's a problem here too, I think. I don't think there's an iOS editor for Circuit. The iOS editor guy is updating to add this. Really? Wait, Dean? Did you just say that? What I think you did? I think I saw Nutrix. I think I saw Luke from Canada, the Maple Leaf country. Hey, it is Nutrix. Hello, Nutrix. So what you up to, Luke? Is the circuit something you're looking to, or maybe you already have one? I don't know. Maybe you already have the circuit. I mean, you know some people too, right? Because if you do, I'm gonna have to watch your video on it too. It would be so. I would be so into circuit tracks if I can use an iOS editor. Robart, yeah. I mean, I would really like that. Okay, so Luke has the original circuit. So Luke, in your opinion, have you looked into the new circuit and what it does? And do you think that the new price is worth it, or is this something you would want to upgrade to? I have the original circuit. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Up. Come on, Jacob. What are you doing? There will be an iOS editor from a third-party dev. He makes the iOS editor for Circuit MK1. There, I found it. Thank you, Dean. Okay, so Robart, what Dean says, if that's the case, then what's holding me back now from getting one? One other than money, I guess. So I'm gonna put the circuit into my wish list, basically. I mean, I have to. I think it's gonna do a loads for me as a hands-on unit. Most of the times now when I've started like jamming with something, I've picked up the OPC and then added the Pocket Operator 32, or I picked up the MC101 and then I brought out the pocket operator, and I'm like, what do I do here now? And then I've brought out the Liven 8-bit, and it's a perfect companion, just like with a Volca, for instance, because you can run everything through that if you just dual cable and you take one input, and it's really, really nice. So Volcas are perfect. Liven 8-bit. There are others that I want, and there's this other synth I want that I wanted it for a long time, and they've upgraded it. It used to be plastic, and now it's in brushed aluminum, the whole thing, or aluminium, depending on what country or what part of the world you're in. Both terms are correct. None is wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong. It sounds so bad when I say that. But what's it called? It's called the A3 SID. Let's see here. A3 SID. Yeah. So there's this old synthesizer. It's what? They're selling it. Oh, that's the old plastic one. No. That was on Reverb. Where's the original one? Maybe you already know about this. It's an older synth, but I'm so into SID synths. I already built one myself, you know, with dual SID chips. I think this one has dual SID chips too, but it is twisted electrons. Didn't they used to make apps twisted electrons? Twisted electrons. There we go. I really like what they've done with the new one. Oh, come on. You see, it's brushed aluminum. Can you even see that, everyone? Can you see that? It's a brushed aluminum case, so it's all aluminum now. Proper knobs and everything. And it's just a SID synth, and it doesn't have SID chip. I think it's got some other type of chips in there, but I really want this one. It creates such a want thing. I need it. And so it's also on my wish list, you know, together with everything else that I want. And then, of course, Samuel earlier mentioned what he's really interested in is the circuit. Where is the other one? Oh, come on, circuit. What's the other one called? What's the other one called? Let's see here. Products, groove boxes. You're already, yeah, circuit rhythm. This is a sampler, right? Audio Dabbler, what's up, man? What's up? I hope you're doing good. Audio Dabbler, are you looking to get? I don't know if you are very much into groove boxes, by the way, Mitch. Are you interested in the circuit or in the rhythm, in the tracks or the rhythm? My mom is stalking me. Mom, YouTube actually YouTube hid your message because it's thinking you're writing something bad because you're writing stalking, because YouTube is so sensitive. Baseline, they would make MacBooks useless if they put a M1 or M2 in their iPads. It will never happen. Don't say never. Don't say never. Never say never. Jack, where can I find more of your music? Because I heard only Mellow album, very good, on your site. Only Mellow sound too. Yeah. Okay, so Jack, here's the thing. I take just as much time making music as I take making my videos. And since I'm doing videos most of the times, I'm always focusing on that. And so whenever I make music, I get to make music for every video that I make. So I very rarely get to make albums. I'm working on actually 2 albums, but I'm only talking about one, and that's the vocoder album, because I can't even start talking about the other album I'm working on because it's probably not going to be done for another 2 years. The first album, that Mellow album, it took 1 year of me producing it, not because I was working every day, it's because I had to make videos for YouTube. A video for me doesn't take 4 hours to make. It takes 2 or 3 days for a normal video. For one of the Handbach videos, I've been working on and off for almost 2 months now on that. And so it's the same when I'm making music. It took me about 8 days straight of me mixing that album, the Mellow album. And it took another 8 days for me to master it, to get it exactly sounding as if there's a red thread going through it. Because I produced the songs, some of the songs were produced with almost a year in between. And a lot of the songs were based upon songs that I started 7 years ago. So that's why you won't find much music from me on music sites. You find most of my music in live performances on my YouTube channel. And if you just search for like if you go to my channel and check in the playlist section, you'll find all the live performances in there. These are full tracks that I'm performing live, and then I edit them somehow. You'll also find a little bit of more music on my Bandcamp. But yeah, I would put out more music if I took the time for it, but that means I have to take time away from video. And so far I haven't found a way of doing that, like on a consistent basis, because I need more than 1 day to make music. I need 2 days. I need 1 day to start and 1 day to get it going, and then when I have it going, I can keep producing on it. So, and 2 days is a lot for me. That means that it takes me now 2 days more before I can make a video, and I just can't. And already the video I'm working on now, I haven't posted anything for almost 1.5 weeks, and that stresses me out. And it's that stress that stops me from taking the time making music. I'm gonna make more music, and I'm making more music, but you're gonna have to be patient with the music releases. I'm sorry. The Mellow album is coming together nicely though. The biggest problem I have is always the lyrics, but the music is almost all done. It's the lyrics that's taking so much time. Can't even say if it would take me another month to finish it, or if I'm gonna have it ready to this Christmas coming. I don't know. I wish I could have it ready. I want to have it ready around the darker times of the year, so preferably around autumn or winter. That's when I like doing releases. I released the Mellow album back in January, the year when I did that, because I wanted to make a documentary about the process, and I wanted that to be filmed outside in the snow, and I want to do the same thing here now. And since I can't finish this up in a week, I'm gonna have to wait. Yeah. We got my dad stalking the chat too. Sup, Dad? I hope you're doing good. So got both my mom and my dad stalking chat. What was my brother? Is my brother here too, or maybe my niece? Whoa, I really went over on a tangent there. I'm sorry, everyone, if I just bored everyone about that, but it's a hard balance being. It sounds so ridiculous actually saying being a YouTuber, because normally if you ask any normal person and you say to them you're a YouTuber, they're probably thinking of someone with at least 1 million subs, and I've got what, 33k subs. 33,000 subs, going towards 34 slowly. My ultimate goal is 100,000, and at this rate it's gonna get great in 2036, which is gonna be good if YouTube still exists then, if it hasn't been out competed or by something else already. But yeah, it's a really hard thing, because I many times say, often when people interview me, like, how much time do you spend doing the videos? And it's way more, and incomprehensible amount of time I put into every video. That's just the way it is. I like doing quality stuff, and I like taking my time, because I want to get stuff right, because I'm an impatient person, and that impatience leads to me making mistakes. And so even though I take a lot of time, I still make mistakes. And sometimes the mistakes are so bad I have to fix them. Hate those. But that's because I probably stressed it at some point. Me and stress do not work well together. I've already got a speeded up brain, and if I stress, it's not good. That's why I've chosen not to work on albums and just focus on videos. But man, I wish I could just not post anything for a month without having the algorithm completely wipe me out, because that's what happens on YouTube. The algorithm has changed a lot over the years, and I am one of those people who are very anal about numbers. So I check the stats, and I have a very good what do you call it, like, I know my stats. I see what happens when you don't post for a week, 3 days, a month or 2, and how hard you have to work again to get back to the level you were several months ago. It takes 1 month to fall from this level to this level for me, and it takes me double or triple the time to get back to that level. So it's just, YouTube is such an a-hole sometimes. If you can get about 70,000 subs, you can earn about 35k. That, yeah, really? Because with 33k subs, you make between 200, 300, 350, a little bit more during Christmas, but then it goes down again. That's what I make, because I don't litter my videos with ads. I don't, because when I watch someone's videos, if it's 10 minutes long and it's got 4 mid-roll ads in there, I stop watching and I don't go back to that channel. It's either that or pay for YouTube Premium. I have several accounts that I view with, and channels I want to support, I watch with an account where I get the ads, and then when I watch my own stuff, I'm always logged in, so I don't see my own ads. But I don't have to watch many if I did it, because in a 10-minute video, many times I don't even put in an ad. I'll put in an ad if it's like 16 or 17 minutes, because I want it to flow in a certain way. I don't want to break the flow, you know. That's why I don't litter I don't want to litter the video with ads. That's just obnoxious. And you know, it's different, you know. There probably are some people with 70,000 subs that earns that amount of money. There probably are a few click farms. They can probably do that. They hit every bit of algorithm on YouTube. Every word, every title, everything is so designed. The thumbnails, the content itself, it being about, I mean, you only need 7 minutes of video now to put mid-roll ads in it, because YouTube changed that, which also promotes even worse type of content now. Now I can't, I don't want to judge people's contents, but it's some content I would never watch myself, okay? One channel, for instance, I would never watch Mojo stuff, for instance. Those types of lists, I don't like them. And that's why my list videos are something more than that. There's always more than that, because a regular Mojo list video is very boring and uninspiring to me. But the regular, the list that I do lists that I would want to watch, where I can find out why something really is a way, and where someone goes out of their way to do research and stuff. Some of my most favorite YouTubers do that type of stuff. I mean, there's so many different types of content on YouTube, and I just want to make the stuff that people kind of remember, okay? How can the reaction garbage be monetized on YouTube? Okay, let's not get into that snake pit, Samuel. Reaction videos. I mean, there are a lot of reaction videos out there, a lot of reaction channels, and there are some reaction channels that actually do quite a good job at what they're doing, because it's like the old-time reaction channels when they started to streamline it by not watching the whole thing and actually reacting to it and talking about it, even forgetting about the video because they're so into the discussion, and then you see a real discussion in the comment section. Now that's a good reaction video, that's a good reaction channel. But if there's someone just sitting and watching a video from beginning to end, and the reaction is, oh, what the F? And then that the whole time, then that's, I'm sorry. No, stop. You have to stop. Stop it. Don't do that. I make about 300 cans per month with 12k. Yeah, you see? You see? Me and Luke make the same, you know? The same amount. And yet I have more subscribers than Luke. It's different depending on how the algorithm is treating you, what types of videos you make, even if we are in the same sphere. And if you watch something like, oh god, there's this site, what is it called? I mean, I can't remember what it's called, but people go there to check on YouTubers' earnings. And you know, it might be right for a channel like Watch Mojo. It might be very good at predicting that. But predicting my earnings, it's so off, it's unbelievable. I read at one point that I should have an earning between $150 and $750. The discrepancy is like we're talking $600 in discrepancy. Are you serious? That's a lot of money. How? Oh, I can pull that out of my ass. Like, yeah, a YouTuber can make anything from $0 up to a multitude of dollars. I mean, come on, what is that? And then people use that as actual stats. Social Blade, AudioW, you're right. There's where is it? You need daily uploads, Russ. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. I did that and I burned myself out. I did daily uploads for some time and I did several uploads per week. I have a week where I uploaded 9 videos. I burned myself out, and when I go back and look at those videos, I had never had any time to really spread out into them. And so I have to rely on other means of making money, because YouTube ads is not gonna do that unless something amazing, magical almost happens. So anyone looking to get into it, don't do like I do or did and go all in, because when I did that, I still had several jobs and I was working around the clock. After 2 years, I felt almost dead, alright? I did not feel well, and I'm still feeling the repercussions from that. I'm still having shakes from that. I'm still not back to myself, because I worked so hard trying to put everything out. So I decided on just making less and just putting a lot of time into each and every one. That's just the way it is. And when I started doing the live streams, because a lot of people wanted that, I felt awful the whole time when I did that, because it did not fit with my vision of the content. All that's changed. I'm having the best time of my life, because now we have a completely different channel we can do this on. It's got the same brand name with the only difference of having live at the end of it. And we're having so much fun. And I'm seeing people watching streams over here that don't even watch my main channel. I think that's cool. I think that's cool, because I do think that the live streaming and the regular content I do are so separated. I don't want them mixed. Value is king. Game bro. Sub bro. Game bro. Are you a bro though? I don't even know. I don't even care if you're a bro though. Bro though? Brodo. Brodo. Oh, what is that? What, brodo? Can you make a brodo? What is a brodo? What would a brodo contain? Probably some good stuff. You make a regular cookie dough, you know, with chocolate chips in it. Maybe I almost said chocolate chipmunks, not chipmunk. What was a chipmunk? Wait, no, that's an animal, right? Yeah, I wouldn't put animals into my dough, but a bro. Wait, no, I don't want to know how you make a brodo, or maybe that's just my dirty mind. You're from Brazil. Welcome to Brazil. I almost said welcome to Sweden. Welcome to Sweden. Well, I'm in Sweden. It's Frodo's lesser known brother. Frodo the Brodo. It takes time. That's the problem. Yeah, I know. Keep it on the down low. It's, you know, you do you, brother. Yes, Christopher. I'm gonna do me. You wanna do me, Christopher? You wanna do me? We ain't got no brodo today. Sorry, have to turn you away. Ain't got no brodo. I've been working all night. Maybe we should do that for a stream. We're making bro dough. I'll make a dough right here, and then you can decide what goes into it. We can have lots of fun stuff with that. Making a dough, a bro dough. do myself hard. We're going to OnlyFans. Yeah, I still haven't put away that thought of an OnlyFans, but cheesy feet is like maybe the only thing I can think of. Or maybe I could make brodo without a shirt on. I'm a shirtless Jacob. It's called Shirtless Jacob Live, making brodo. That's the title of the thing I'm doing, making brodo. It has one price. It's $1, you know, for the OnlyFans that people pay. And we've been making dough. We've been making lots of dough, and we can do it together. We can have a Skype, or yeah, we can have like one of those StreamYard things where people call in. We'll have like 10 people shirtless making brodo. It sounds so bad. Are we collectively losing it right? I'm sorry. I think we're losing viewers here. I'm seeing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 viewers popping off. For those of you who are still sitting and watching this, you're troopers. You're real troopers. And I'm not going to be making any brodo now. I know we're off track here. I know we're off topic because we're talking groove boxes. Okay, so I want you to drop, if you ever owned a groove box of some kind. And when I say groove box, I don't mean specifically the groove box brand, which is, you know, Roland. Any type of groove box. If you own one, which is the best one that you own? Which is the one that you've gotten the most use out of? I can tell you right now that the one that I got the most use out of, that I loved the most, was the Korg Electribe Mark 1 ES1, the sampler. And after that, I kind of liked the EM1. I like that one too, with lots of great synth sounds in there. After that, I'm not sure, because the Roland MC101 is kind of high up on there, and I still love the 303. Novation circuit, heads up. Game Bro loves the circuit. Does the MPC one come? Yeah. Say MPC if you want to say that. I mean, it goes into groovebox territory because, you know, it doesn't have to be synth. It can be sampler too, because I said ES1. That's a sampler, not a synth. And you can basically do synth stuff with it, but yeah. I don't have a hardware groovebox. Grooverider GR16. Yeah, or, you know, we'll include apps. We'll include apps. What's the best groovebox you've used? Electrodes all the way. Electribes all the way. Electrodes. Groovebox is good for me. Yeah, Groovebox is great, by the way. It's one of the best sounding grooveboxes out there. I was gonna say like Rebirth, you know, but and it's great, but since it's gone, it's dead and buried. Bird. It's a dead bird, you know. Rebirth is a dead bird, so it's gotta be the next best thing, which is like really great, and that is Groovebox by Jim Audio. Koala is quickly becoming all-time favorite groovebox. Yeah, Koala is a cool one too. That can definitely be used as it. Chaosilator Mini. The Chaosilator. You mean the IK oscillator? The IK oscillator? Game Bro. Are you talking about this one? Are you talking about that? Or are you talking about the 2 or something like that? Because I love this one. It's very cool. The only thing that this thing needs is more tracks. More tracks, editable. Yeah, I wish that they just make these, but nowadays they've already tried, you know. They tried doing it with IK oscillator. Sorry, IK oscillator on the phone. I don't think they would do stuff like this anymore because of the iPad. Korg Electrive Wave is really good. Yeah, Korg Electrive Wave is awesome. GR16 rules. Oh, many GR16 rules. For hardware, I would probably go buy a TR8S as my first hardware box. Well, TR8. Oh, that's the Roland box. Yeah, I haven't even checked that one out. There's so much gear coming out. The second version is better. I know that a lot of people think that, and you know, in many cases they're right. But there's this one thing. When you turn this on for the first time, I don't know why I'm doing that, but let's just do this. Let's just do this. I'm gonna kill the audio here. Alright, and we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna turn this on. Alright. The first time I turned this on and I heard that sound with the Apollo shimmer reverb on it, I was absolutely sold. Absolutely sold. I love that. And I can't remember if the second version has that sound. Does it? Because, wow. Dean, you got the pink one? If you ever decide on selling it, you've got a buyer here, okay? Because that version is very rare today. And even this one too, but I've been looking for a pink version for a long time. So it does. Okay, if it has that, then yeah, that one is cool. And I mean, the second version, for those of you who don't know, it kind of phone shaped. It's elongated like that. And I know I like this one better because it was my first one. But the second one is really cool. And if you have one with this sound in it, you've got a great little device. And I do like the red ones too. You know, the ones that came from the Chaos pads. I've owned all of the Chaos and Electribe things, but I only have this one left. This is the only thing I kept. I could never get rid of this. I love this thing. It's even got some dirt on it from the latest gig I did, where I was when I was still drinking, because I'm sober now for anyone who doesn't know, but I had a huge drinking problem and I was so drunk and I really messed that whole thing up, and I spilled some beer or something on this thing, and I managed to get it somewhat clean in the car, but I had to open this thing up and really clean it out. Yeah, that's a weird story, but yeah, I love this machine. Absolutely love this machine. I have the yellow. You have the Chaos Pad Mini too? Oh, I had the square one and I had the elongated one, and I sold them both when I purchased the big one, and then I bought the big one, also the yellow one. So I had both. I mean, they're great in metal casings. They were really sturdy things with lights in them and stuff, and I liked them, but. At a point in my life, things were going down the drain, and I started selling everything because I needed money to fund my addiction, and that's what happened. They make babies together. They they make babies together. They make babies. The Chaosilator babies. Dan Ramirez, drinking booze sucks. Yeah, and you know, Dan, there's a lot of people in chat who will agree with you right now. You know, some people can handle it, but I'm not one of those people. I can't handle it. I can't just drink one glass. I can't take one joint. I can't do anything. I can't take one pill. I go overboard every time because I've got a huge problem. So I just simply need to stay away from it. Simply. Yeah, simply. That's where it all goes down the drain. Simply. It's not simple. It ain't simple. What is the name of the tea that you drink? Because you said about this flavor last time and now I want to test it. What's the brand? Uh, what's the what's the brand? I'm wondering if I wonder if my honey, are you listening right now? Because if you're listening, the brand of the tea. If you're not listening, maybe I should just call you. I could call you. I don't want to walk away from the live stream. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do that. Hold on. I'll go get a pack. And this is where I stand up and I have no pants. No, I'm wearing pants. Or am I? Am I wearing pants? Am I wearing pants? This is where the OnlyFans start. Pay up $1 if I don't have any pants. Ah, you didn't have to pay anything. No OnlyFans. No, I'm wearing pants, everyone. I'm wearing pants. Maybe you couldn't see. I don't know. All right, so this is my most favorite tea. Let me see if you can see that. All right. So it's called Pukka. I'm not sponsored by this or anything, but so this one is got wild apple and cinnamon, and I absolutely love this one. I've drank a lot of teas with apple in them, and this one is the only one that really tastes like a fresh green apple. And I really like that taste because many other ones they taste almost a little bit artificial even though they aren't. So I think it's the type of apple they're using for this one. It's great. And this one is my partner's favorite. It's three ginger. You're probably seen this one at least somewhere, but this one was new over here in my area here in Stockholm. I hadn't seen this one back when it came. I mean, they gotta be new at some point. And as soon as I tried it, I was sold, absolutely sold. And then the same company makes a black currant tea that is the best one I've ever drunk, but I don't remember the name of it, and it's not the most regular sort you see in stores. It's one I've only seen in like health stores or green stores, you know, stores that kind of sell health products and, you know, the whole live green and die like a plant. Or, wait, die like a. I think you know what I mean. Pukka. P-U-K-K-A. Kiki? P-U-K-K-A. Hello. P-U-K-K-A. I'm typing it right there. It's over. Puke? 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 No, we say pukka in Swedish. In Swedish, I don't know if it is Swedish though. I don't know what country it is from. What country is this from? But the thing with this is that it's organic. That can mean a lot of things. Okay, don't always trust everything. Actually, look up what it means. It's got some other things, but what I'm looking at is always fair trade stuff. Also, not only ecological stuff. I'm always looking for fair trade stuff. And I gotta admit something to you. It's not often I do because I stopped eating sugar some time ago. However, there's this store I found online, and I found some really nice chocolate. I'm gluten and lactose intolerant. I can't take wheat. It really makes me bloated, and lactose it does it bloated, but it does some weird stuff with my body, and it's like I'm becoming liquid inside. I'm not gonna go out on a bigger tangent than that. I'm not gonna explain what happens, but it's extremely bad for almost a month. If I would drink one glass of milk, a whole month is ruined for me. It's like I'm sick, you know, from it. And wheat it messes me up for a week. So I don't eat that. I'm also a vegan, so I don't eat any animal products, and I want my stuff to be fair trade, and I want it to be ecological and organic in some way, which is a word that's overused, and what does it really mean anymore? Um, so it's kind of hard to find some stuff, and this company, they have they have a bunch of chocolate. They have a bunch of chocolate that is marked that way. Okay, I could have saved that money, but I didn't. I actually ordered quite a bit of chocolate. And it's not often that I do that. I mean, like, never. It's just I could not help myself. I couldn't believe that I found this store and everything in there, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Uh, I found it when I was looking for a gift for my partner. It turns out she likes soap. She really likes soap, handmade soap, ecological soap. And so I found some that was made with honey, and I found some that was made with. It kind of, when you wash yourself, it smells like different trees, like pine trees and dirt, and it's like natural smells, and we love that stuff. Everything that smells like the forest, just we love that stuff. So when I found that store, I that's when I saw this. 1 month later, after ordering that gift for my girlfriend, I'm sitting and browsing that store, and I know I should not do it. I know I should save my money, and unfortunately, my addiction got the better of me, and I ordered a bunch of chocolate. I know it's chocolate, right? But I still feel a bit bad. And when I told my girlfriend about it, her eyes became like that. I think she'll forgive me once I hand her the packet. I heard an organ sound. What was this app named, guys? Organic, expensive. Yes, it is. It is expensive. All of these things are expensive. They're very expensive, and you probably would be able to afford more chocolate if you didn't buy these things. But that's the thing with me. I try to do what I can in the way that I shop and stuff by buying the stuff where I can at least support something good, you know, which means that I have to buy less of everything because it costs way more. And sometimes you can't afford it, especially not if you've got a big family and you're trying to feed them. Many of the people around this area don't have that. They don't have that luxury. They have to count every penny, which I do too. It's just that I don't have that many expenses. I don't. I don't go to the movies. I don't go to the parties. I've stopped drinking. I did stop eating sugars. Have stopped with everything. I don't have many things that I do in my life. I sit in this room all the time making videos, researching videos, or that's what I do. So the money that would usually go to everything else, it goes to rent, food, and that's it. And then I save for gear, and that can take months. And now it's going to take a little bit longer because I got a bunch of chocolate. Yeah, but that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't even drink normal cow milk. I drink oat milk, which is way more expensive than regular milk. But then again, I don't drink a packet a day. We'll open a pack, and that lasts us for 3 days. You see what I mean? Sugar free? Nah, nah, mom. It ain't sugar free. It ain't. I mean, some of it had some other sugar substitutes, from plants, and I don't know how they're gonna taste. Some of it, we bought some raw stuff. The stuff you bought was pretty good. That I got this for the Xmas holidays. That was pretty good. Hassan Ashraf, Hassan, what country are you from? I'm always interested in hearing the about the nationalities of everyone watching. I'm just really, maybe you're from the U.S., or you could even be from Greek, but the name, I like to know where the name comes from. My last name is a Pakistani name, but then again, I'm mixed. I got mixed parents, and they're stalking the chat right now. Robert, your zombie's the bomb. Oh, thank you. I didn't get that first. Chocolate covered espresso beans. Oh, oh, don't get me started, dude. Don't get me started. Oh my god. Oh, god. Uh, I found this company making they're basically taking roasted, like hard roasted uh, coffee beans, and they're just dipping them in like layers of chocolate. I can't remember the company right now, but it's the sickest thing I've ever eaten. Thanks for nice words. You're from Pakistan. Well, there you go. Thank you for that. There's so many nationalities. So many nationalities watching the stream. I think that's amazing. I think that's absolutely amazing. Oh, I hope you're good. Someone just wrote in the Discord chat. So everyone who doesn't know, I have a Discord, and I've actually done a little bit better job now at trying to be there. And soon I'm gonna have it in control, and I'm gonna have it more streamlined. So just have patience with me. So far, I've managed to do everything I've said I'm gonna do. It's just that it's taking me longer than most other people. You're from Lahore, Pakistan, but been living in Winnipeg, Canada for the past 8 years. What do you work with? Oh, wait. Maybe I sometimes forget that people want to be, anonymous sometimes. We've got one dude checking in the streams and in the Discord here that works as some kind of moderator tech thing. I just find it interesting sometimes. I got an email the other day from a person who is about 82 or something watching my videos. Someone who he or she says, I don't know because I don't have a picture of the person, but he or she said that they've been doing synthesis and working with synthesis companies their whole life, and they just enjoy watching uh, everything come to this point where you can just get any synthesizer on a touchscreen like this for almost no money. Apart from what it costs to actually buy an iDevice, but you can always buy it used and you'll still get a good machine. I couldn't afford a new one. So yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I'm always happy to hear stuff like that, and I'm always happy to hear about the people watching because most of the time it's a faceless comment and you can never trust profile pics. Was it Lahore they lived in? Oh damn, I didn't even remember that. I wasn't born back then when he did that. I mean, my father is also mixed, comes from Uganda from the beginning. I'm a visual artist and musician. Ah, okay. Can I join the Discord? Yeah, go into the description, Rob Art. Go into the description and look for the Discord link. It's an invite link. It will join up. I probably won't have any time to write. Uh, Me too. Holy crap. Also, oh God. I'm sorry to hear that, guys. Obviously, some of my followers have had a bad day today. Well, if you're watching, my thoughts go out. I know you're not watching, but either way. Jacob, get the free Flux Mini app. It's a really great rhythmic audio EG. Flux? Let's check it out. Flux Mini. Flux Mini. Oh, who makes that? Calum Audio. All right, that's the company that makes loads of these, I think. I have none of them. I have none of these apps. Wait, do I have to type in my password? Okay, I'm not. Oh, wait. Install? Really? Oh, okay. I'm gonna check it out. Thanks for the update. I'm actually gonna check all of Calum Audio's apps. I haven't had any time to do that. Wait, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this picture. Don't you just love how everyone is doing the cyberpunk cyan magenta thing? Look at this. Look at this. Cyan magenta. Look at the Calum Audio thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Wait, that's not the Calum Audio thing. Where is it? Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Huh? Hey, by the way, I'll show you something. I'll show you the thumbnail for the for the I'll show you the thumbnail for the video with Heimbach. And you'll see I'm doing it too. Let's do this and try to restart it. Sorry. Come on, start up. Start up. There we go. This is it. All right, let's check this out. Where is it? There it is. And I just have to plug this in. And voila. There we go. There we go. There it is. Can you see that? Cyan magenta, baby. Cyan magenta, baby. Oh yeah. Yep, I've already made the thumbnail. I sometimes start by making a thumbnail for an episode before I have it done, so that I have something to be inspired by. So whenever the work goes to a point where I just feel like, ugh, it's too much, I look at the thumbnail and I'm like, I got new drive. Hello, Timothy. Hello from Chicago. Hello from Sweden to Chicago, I guess. I'm sorry. You're missing out, man. I'm gonna check it out. I want to make music with you in Urdu. I don't know Urdu, unfortunately. I spent a lot of time. My mother, she spent a lot of time trying to teach me English because most of my relatives spoke English all the time, and so we always spoke English to each other. It looks like a synth ID card. Yeah, it kind of get it kind of does. Yeah, but I'm so looking forward to showing you this one. I just want to finish it, everyone. I want to finish it. And I hope people aren't going to get too saddened by the fact that it's not the most in-depth tutorial or anything like that. I really need to focus on Heinbach, the guy, what he does, how he does it, why he does it, to have people really see what fundamental that not synth really is. Uh, Sorry about that. That should, yeah, that should be going on now. Yeah, that should be good. Feed the back too much. So Timothy, you who just came in here. We've been talking about the circuit earlier. That's always what happens. We talk about the main topic of the title for an hour, and then I go off on a tangent, and then we start talking about other things. But are you interested in the circuit? Are you interested in the Novation circuit? That's the rhythm, the tracks, the circuit tracks. What iOS instrument you played with the K oscillator? Was the sound from itself? Yeah, yeah. That's what it's. That's the first patch of the K oscillator. That's the first patch of it. It's what absolutely drew me into it, and it's what made me buy every other product afterwards that had the name Chaos in it from Korg, because they just simply get that stuff. They get the emotion you feel from just grabbing something and start working it instantly. They put it into everything, everything, everything from that point on, from the Electribes to the K oscillators, and just kept going to the Volcas, from the Volcas to the mini logs and mini legs. I almost said mini leg. What's a mini leg? Is that is that some kind of a drug? I'm new to the iPad for music. Oh, okay. So you just started out? Like, did you own an iPad and then discover that you could do music on it, or did you just see that, hey, the iPad could be used for music? Or like, have you done any music before that, maybe? Or is this completely new to you? I have old school gear from years ago. Tascam 4-track drum machine, Roland JV30. Uh, I get it. I get it. Yeah. And basically, all of that stuff you have now can be accessed somehow through apps on an iPad instead, which is pretty amazing. And it's not going to cost you everything. You are the. I'm always good to be the first. I'm always good to be first. But thank you. I'm happy that you found. I'm happy that you found my channel, and I'm happy that you found a place where you actually can get something out of it. It's why I started it. I have a Microkorg S. I love it. Microkorg. Oh yeah. That's the one with the. That's the one with the built-in vocoder, right? Because I was thinking of either getting the microKORG or getting Mini Nova, and in the end, it turned out I wanted the Mini Nova instead. Even the app, so much less money. Yeah, absolutely. Heinbach always looks like an axe murderer. Oh my God, Uncle Tom, what happened to you in your life? Why? Why do you say why do you say these things? Uncle Tom, well, I don't agree with you. I don't think he looks like an like an axe murderer. Wait, what does an axe murderer even look like? If this wasn't a music stream, that would be stuff I would start to search for. If I ever get around of starting a third channel completely dislodged from everything that I'm doing here, I'll even sit I skamvrån, like we say in Swedish, you know, in a corner where you go to feel shame. That's what skamvrå betyder. So I would do that and stream from the skamvrån, I skamvrån med Jakob, in the shame corner with Jacob. I'd start that channel, and that's where we would talk weird stuff. He looks like a librarian. Mike Myers? Doesn't Mike Myers have a mask on? Does Am I remembering this incorrectly? Doesn't Mike Myers have like a weird, really weird rubbery mask on? Hi Jacob, I love Korg, but don't I don't get the gadget. I use NanoKey Studio just with Cubasis. Do you use Gadget a lot? Well, I haven't used Gadget for the past, what is it, like before Christmas now. So I think it's 4 months. And before that, I use it on and off depending on what I want to do. Um, yeah, basically. I used to use it way more in the past, but the type of production I've been doing now, working on the vocoder album, I started all of that in Cubase, and some of the tracks actually started in Gadget as ideas, and I just transferred them over because I want to work with waveforms. And so I work with Cubases all the time, you know, no matter what. It always ends up in Cubases in some form. And ever since, you know, all this questioning about, hey, Jakob, do you MIDI sequence stuff in AUM? I've been diving into that deeply, really deeply. So I've been doing that a lot. And that's why I've neglected all of the other apps I've been using previously. But it's not because I don't like it. Oh man, I remember all of your old Gadgets videos. That's how I found your channel. Oh, really? Wow. That's awesome. I still love Gadget. I still do. And if I didn't work on my iOS album, if I would just make something else and I wanted it to be synthesizer like, I'd either choose Gadget or Nano Studio. And I still think like that, because Gadget really is, it's like, it's great, especially with all the modulation you can do there. How everything is already tied into a really great sequencer where you can do stuff rhythmically without any problems. I still want an Apple Pen though, and I think I'm actually gonna get one because I've been thinking about adding some production elements to my videos. And some of it, in some cases, I've seen some people do these really, where they draw shittily, but it adds something to the video. Like, there's this whole channel made by a guy who hasn't posted in ages, and I don't know if it's gonna come back to YouTube, but it's called Grade A Under A, and basically all the animations in there are still pictures of him doodling. They're all doodles, doodle men. It's the best ever. It's really funny to look at. I want to add something like that to my stuff, and sometimes when I explain stuff, it would be nice to just be able to do a circle, you know, draw a circle on a picture or something, and then draw a line from that to something else just to enhance the point, what I'm saying. It would help in my tutorials. And doing that with finger, just, it leaves a lot to be desired, and that's why I want a pen, basically. I use a fake Apple Pencil. What did you pay for that, Hans? And does it work well? I mean, does it have palm rejection? Because the palm rejection is important to me, because I've always had the problem of me just putting my hand down in everything, and so when I used to draw with colors and what do you call it, graphite pen or whatever, well, I used to smear all my paintings. I'm left-handed too. 15 euro. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is really cheap. I mean, I think it's 150 euros for the Apple Pencil 2, but I can probably get a used Apple Pencil 1 which works just as well, apart from it having to be charged up the ass. It's so ridiculous. I mean, I sincerely, honestly think that the new Apple Pencil 2 is kind of an upgrade, being able to charge wirelessly, because the ass charger or the head charger on the Pencil 1 is just, it's not a good look, Apple. What the? You put it into your iPad and it's sticking out like, what the? What? 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 What's going on? I'm a lefty. Oh, you mean lefty-handed? Have you heard about the Artiphone Orba? Yes, I have heard about the Artiphone Orba. Do you mean that little round thing? Um, oh, that reminds me. I think I might have been contacted by that developer, but I forgot to answer. So now it's probably too late. Ah, Jakob. Now I'm getting anxiety. Oh, we got the GarageBand guide in here. What's up, Mr. Baird? Mr. Beard? Mr. Beard. Well, he has a beard, so could call you Mr. Beard, but I'm not gonna do that. Mr. Baird, I did send you a reply on your email. I don't know if you've had time to see it yet, but I really want to get you on the show, because I have a lot of people watching my streams, and I never ever do any GarageBand content because me personally, I hate GarageBand. It doesn't agree with me. I don't think that it's a bad app. It just doesn't agree with me. Some stuff I can't use, but Mr. Baird uses it a lot, along with Pete Johns, and it would be so cool to have you on and have you talk about it. Really. The Logitech Crayon is a good cheap alternative to the Apple Pencil. If I do get a pen, I'm gonna have to get some, alternatives also to really try it out and see, and show people. I mean, it could of course turn into content. That would also be a good thing. But thank you for that tip, Baird. Baird? You just emailed. Yeah, just emailed you back, man. Oh, okay. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. I know that you are busy. We are all busy. Everyone, even the people watching the stream. And now we have the privilege of spending 2 hours together or something. So don't worry about late replies. I don't get pissed off by that. I dropped all of that tendency of getting pissed from not getting answered instantly long ago, because I just know how it is. So don't worry about that. It's not the worst place for charging port. Look at the Apple Magic the Apple Magic Mouse 2. Wait, I gotta Google this. What is that? Apple Mouse 2 charging. What's up with it? No way. Are you serious? You gotta charge it at the bottom? What? Come on, take me there. What? That's literally the bottom. You gotta put it upside down to charge it? I, I mean, of course, yeah, sure. What was the price of this thing when it came out? I'm wondering. counterintuitive is, yeah. I mean, this must have gotten yeeted out of the market really quick. Yeeted? I'm sorry for using gaming terms, but this must have got like, did people really buy this thing? Can anyone find the price of this? You think so, Dan? You sure? Magumbi, I think you're a few cents over the top with that price. I get why you're I get why you're saying that, but yeah, that's a shitty idea of charging. Like, it's still the cart. Patrick, are you serious? Is this the current model? I thought I was looking at something old here. It's old though, right? I mean, this post is 8 months. Uh, can I turn off my Magic Mouse 2 when I'm charging its battery through the cable? It's a sweet question. Yes, you can turn it off while charging. No, a lot of people don't know and understand technology, and I think it's sweet when someone just answers a question like this instead of like, "Hey, you, the R word," and then like, they'll do some others, say some other stupid stuff. I don't like it when people do that. It's really nice when people are just like, "Yes, you can do that." It's nice. It's helpful. I like that. That it makes people. It doesn't make people not want to ask questions. We do not want to keep people from asking questions. Asking questions is good. It can depend on the question, of course. The previous one used AA batteries. Yeah. Are you Tida? Tida? Tida. Is that an acronym? I don't know what that means. Mr. Bro, you with the cookie dough. The cookie dough bro. The dough bro, you gotta explain that to me. I don't know what Tida means. Tida. Are you Tida? Are you Tida? Are you Mr. Tida? Because Apple is all about ergonomics and usability. And you know what? It's feeling kind of empty without some music. I'd rather have a little bit of music in the background. Wait, I'm not getting any music. I'm not getting any music. What's going on here? It's going out through speakers. Oh, it's not even connected. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Learning is about questions. There was an aftermarket wireless charger for the old one that was better than the actual product. Grooves are always great. Is the K oscillator still plugged in? Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. I gotta... God damn it. Can this please just connect now? Come on now. Come on now. Let's get a little action going. Hardware output, speakers. It still won't read that. All right. Okay. So let's just try to restart this one. Open AM up. I do want something going on in the background because it just feels a little bit more live. Reload last session. Yeah, whatever. Change that. How about now? How about now? No, it's still connected to speakers? Why can't it read the... Oh, God. You know what? This is going to turn into one of those bug fest things. Restart that. Reconnect that. Come on. Oh, now I heard it. Now I heard it. Load that. Load the last session. And we should be good. Yes, change it. I don't care anymore. Now we should be good of changing. Let's see here. There we go. Timothy asks, have you been to the US? Me? No, I've never been to the US, actually. Why are you wondering? I'm hoping there's a follow-up question on that. Works. Are you 80? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do have ADHD, yes. However, I've read some articles about that term. It might be changed in some countries because of some research that's being made. And I'm always interested in that kind of stuff. But what people think is ADHD today is usually what I'm classified with. That's just the way I am. Yeah. Has Jacob said anything about the mystery app tonight? Mr. Gumby, I ain't telling you a thing about that. Just wondering. Okay. I would like to go to the US, and since you got a different president now, maybe someday I can go, because the last one, I don't think he would have liked me too much because of my last name and everything. He was a bit on the on the side where people are, they kind of maybe not like me, so now I feel like there's a chance, so that would be cool. Maybe now I won't have to turn on jobs, but then again, we've got a whole thing going on in the world right now that we can't ignore, so I can't travel anywhere, but I would love to. I really do. I just don't know where to go because your country is so goddamn huge. Where the hell would I go? I mean, I'm not made out of money either, so I can't just go traveling all across all the states and everything, but it would be cool to do that at one point. You will have to stop by Montreal too. I'm saying that wrong, I know. Don't punish me, Luke. I do want to go to Canada, and I do want. One of the reasons why I want to go to Canada is because Canada is and its people very much alike us over here in the north. It's just when I watch your local news and stuff, I kind of see the same thing I see over here, the way that you talk and how you are. I think it's a thing, as soon as you get to the colder climates, there's a different type of behavioral pattern in the people too. When you go to warmer climates, it's a different type of behavioral in people too. The climate kind of rules us, whether it's hot or cold, whether it's snowing or if it's like sunshine. It does affect us a lot, and I think that's interesting. Good with snow. Come to Texas and we'll go out to Cali to see Dean. Ooh. You say Texas and then Cali, like I'm guessing that these are like huge distances. How far is it? Like how far would you have to go? Like how many hours would you have to drive? You don't have to disclose any places, but how long would you have to drive, Tony, to get to Dean? Come to Frankfurt, Jacob. That's close by the way. If we didn't have an outbreak right now and I could just fly anywhere I wanted, going to Germany is very easy. Going to Switzerland is easy. Going to anywhere in Europe, any country in Europe is very easy, and it's not too expensive actually. There are so many flights and very direct and things. I mean, you could basically, sometimes you can find a flight ticket to, let's say, Paris for almost the same price as you would for if you just went into McDonald's, which I never do, and bought a regular meal. You can find a ticket for that price if you're looking and scavenging really. Nordic countries, yes. How long this live will go? Well, basically I'm just gonna live stream for another 5 minutes, guys. I'm sorry, guys, girls, women, and people. Can you, for those of you who speak native English, help me with this thing? When I was young, I learned that when you talk about a woman, you say a woman, okay? Or you call it woman. But when you're talking about multiple women, you say women. That's what I learned in school. Is this wrong? Because I keep hearing people in videos all over YouTube, native English speakers, who say multiple women. They say it like that. And I'm like, did I learn wrong or something here? It just sounds wrong to me. You're supposed to say women, aren't you? Help me. Did I learn right? Texas to California would be about 30-hour drive and 40 gallons of... Oh my... That's... terrible, Kelly. I called gas a Clagnut for streaming at the same time as... You know what? I kind of hate that I'm streaming on this time because Gaz is also streaming, and you know, I love Gaz and I want to see that Clagnut. I want to see him stream, you know, so I always only get the last portion of the stream. Whenever I've ended this, I watch a bit of his while we eat or something, you know. One woman, women and multiple women. You're not wrong. Okay, even my native Swedish talking mom, who helped me with the English when I was little, she's the reason that I can communicate with you guys, with all of you. She's the reason. I want to thank you for that, Mom. That has been so helpful to me. I've been able to get around very easily in the world thanks to it. And I also have a good ear for languages, and I've got a very easy time picking up on languages. I just need to spend a little time in a country and I'm already picking up stuff, you know. So thank you for nurturing that, you know, in me, because it's helped so much. Women and women. Ah, thank you so much. Okay, 10 women. Now add Flux Minute. Game Bro is still here. Game Bro, have you gotten your brodo started yet? Do you have a little brodo brewing in the corner? Is that what it's like right now? Are you sitting at your desk right now and you got a piece of dough, a little one, just brewing under a pillow on your bed, like I do? I don't have a brodo, but if I did have a brodo, it would be right there. Right there. Oh, sorry. Right over there. Under a pillow. In a bucket. Now, I'm gonna have to... I need to clear that. Yes, she is great. Both my parents has fought a lot. You know, they fought hard to give us what we have. And I owe everything to them, you know. It's weird talking about my mom when she's there. Maybe my dad is still there too. But they fought so hard. And I didn't really appreciate that when I was younger, and that's what it's like when you're a kid. You don't see the full picture, but when you grow up you do. And I'm grateful that I'm still here to be able to say that to them, to you both. I do owe you everything, and the only way I can really pay it back is by trying not to be an awful person. Ah, God. How's that going, Jacob? Well, it's going. It's a struggle. It is. I'd love to see how Flux Mini would affect the loop. Yeah, I know. Okay. I have to stop the stream. I'm gonna stop the stream, but load Flux Mini. Is that? Hey, is that tweakable? I can't do anything with that. Oh. Wait, this app is free? Ah, okay. Oh! Funky goat horns. I read funky horny goat. It's not a funky horny goat. It's funky goat horns. Okay. Thank you for telling me about that. I might need to make a short video about something, and this app is perfect for something like that. Thank you so much, chat. And thank you for joining up this evening for Jakob Live. I'm going to see you next Wednesday for stream, and stay tuned for Friday, because if everything goes well, Friday evening I'll have that Heinbach video out, and I hope that you end up loving it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you for making the stream such an amazing thing to do. Like, it's so cool to do it because of you. So yeah, thank you. Now, I've basically I've ended the stream now, and this is the part where I maybe troll you and keep talking. Um, Jacobino, that's me, bro. That's me. Uh, wait. Let me see. Yeah, cheers, everyone. And I lost my thread there. I'm just gonna disconnect everything here while I'm talking, because right now my partner is making a meal. She's making that mushroom meal that I always get during the Wednesdays, and I never expect it. I never expect it. I don't. What do you say? It's not that I. It's always a surprise to me that she wants to do that, during the stream days, and I'm always grateful for it. Always. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cook something nice. Then again, I'm gonna deliver a big packet of chocolate to her soon. Woo! That's gonna be insane. That's gonna be insane. Mom, if you're still here, I'm gonna tell you where I bought that stuff if you wanna look into it. But the problem is, I don't think there's a lot of sugar-free stuff in there. I've been looking for that stuff too, but finding stuff that is ecological, fair trade, organic doesn't really mean anything, and also sugar free, lactose free, gluten free. That's like, it might be too much for the Google algorithm. It might just crash Google if I try to search for that. Oh, this Heinbach video has been so much fun to work on. I can't tell you. And I keep getting at a point where I just wanna turn off, just stop editing and start making music instead, the way that Heinbach does it, because what it does is so interesting. But it's not straightforward. It's not. Working with old gear brings a lot of there's a lot of weirdness and oddities with that, especially now, with stuff getting really old. Stuff that was made for testing stuff during the war, Second World War, for instance. Old technology like that. You have components and stuff, getting damaged or failing inside them. It's an interesting thing to work with. You're gonna hear all about it. So bye, everyone, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Oh, sorry about that. That goes in there. Turning this one off. I'm also turning that off. What else? What else do I do? Oh, the mouse. Yeah, I can turn off the mouse. Turn off the mouse. Put that there. And actually, this time I'm not gonna troll you. I'm just gonna end the streams, and I'm gonna count it down. So I'm counting down, and when I reach 0, I'm gonna turn it off. So 10, 9,